Hello, hello. Do I even have a voice? Yes, I have a voice. Hello, 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 hello. The good news is I'm alive. The bad news is I'm still in bed. Oh, but I did just shower. It just made me so tired, but I was like, oh, I feel like I've been gone from the interwebs for days, so I might as well at least just get on and do a live stream. But now I have, you know, when you just lay in bed for so many days, now I have like this total kink in my neck. Lucky for me, my masseuse and acupuncturist is coming this afternoon. This has been my last 3 days. I rarely get sick. It's so unusual these days for me to get sick. But I did. I got my butt kicked. And I did not think to look at the Schumann resonance because I normally am quite affected by that change in the Earth's magnetic field. And apparently it was at 157 yesterday, which may have been the highest that it's been. It's high. That's really, really high. The Schumann resonance is like the Earth's heartbeat, and it's normally like between 7 and 15 hertz. 7 and 15, not 157. So when the doctor came yesterday and took my pulse, my pulse was like racing, and that's one of the signs of the spike in the Schumann resonance, because our physical bodies are just trying to adjust to the different electromagnetic fields here on the planet. So super interesting. Hey. And Sigourney just hopped on. She's actually the one who posted about the Schumann resonance. And it's so funny because every time I'm feeling off, I always think to check it. But I think because I was so sick, I just didn't even think about it. I just literally was like in bed, like, so I didn't even think to look at that. Hey, Sigourney. So here I am. I'm showing up and talking about the things, even though I'm still in bed. And my hair is doing like something really weird right here. Do you see this little, like, I don't even know. I washed it yesterday and everything, and then I went to sleep, and now it's like plastered to my head right here. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, and I'm supposed to go get passport pictures today, and I'm like, can I even make it out of my bed to go over there? I did drag my ass out of bed last night, though, to go down the street to Josiah's Christmas concert, and I'm so happy I did, because he did such a good job, and he did a solo in his Christmas concert, a solo bass performance, and he was so good. And I'm so proud of him. It was an original song that he wrote with his music teacher, and it was really, really good, and it was so worth it. But then I came back, and I was just like, ugh. And so I've been binge watching this show, Greenleaf, which is super funny because Alpha Mama actually told me to watch it a while ago when I was telling her that she should watch The Righteous Gemstones. And so I just got like super addicted to Greenleaf and watched it all day yesterday. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do all day today, because until the Christmas decorators are getting here at 12, so I have to meet with them. My masseuse is coming sometime today, my masseuse and acupuncturist. And other than that, and I may drag my ass out to get my passport photos, but at this point I'm feeling like I have to live with this passport photo for 10 years. So I think probably I need to wait till Monday when I'm fully feeling better to go get my passport photos. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling later. How is everyone? Greenleaf is really good. You know, I'm always like really interested in, I'm super interested in pop culture and in television and writers of television shows, and because I just find that there are transmissions in like everything that we watch, and there are transmissions in it for sure, and it's just a good show. I will tell you this, the makeup artist on the show is horrible, and I was totally joking with Calvin Witcher. I sent a message to him and I was like, it must be a white girl makeup artist, because so Greenleaf, it's the cast is primarily black, almost all black actually, and I was like, it must be a white makeup artist because she's horrible. The foundation matching is horrible. Like the women look yellow, and then like their face isn't matching their bodies. It's just like, I was like so upset with it like during the first few episodes. And then there's the one preacher has a white mistress, and then they like did a close-up of her face, and I was like, nope, it's just a horrible makeup artist because the white girl has horrible foundation matching as well. They need to get some Fenty Beauty up in there. Somebody needs to call that show and be like, y'all need to get with Rihanna. This is how long I've been out of the United States. Can't even say it right. Y'all need to get with Rihanna, get with Fenty, get with that Fenty life, get some foundation matching happening in your world, because that shit is whack. So that's my only complaint with the show, is that they need to treat the women of color right and help them like not go out like that. And yeah, I'm like, the dry lips and the matte lipstick not working for me. They need to get with Kim Kardashian, get a little KKW beauty if they want to wear the matte. And so that's my suggestion. So if anybody knows people over at Greenleaf, you need to let them know. KKW beauty for the lipsticks, well, Fenty also, and Fenty for the foundation matching. Okay, that's our makeup tutorial for the day. Look, the struggle is real, and I feel like probably nobody notices that shit but me, but I was like, that's horrible. I'm not here for it. And the actresses are beautiful, and they do not deserve to be done like that, to be out there with their skin all yellow and horrible. No. Let's get it right. Let's get it right for the women of color, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm now done preaching about makeup artists, horrible makeup artists. I mean, look, like the struggle is real. I've had this struggle my whole entire life. Every time I have my makeup done by somebody, it's a struggle. And especially if it's not like, the best makeup artists I've ever had have been Black women, because they understand. Like, and then when I have like, oh, and this is like nothing against white women, but I'm gonna just say, like, it's really difficult, I think, for white women to do makeup on women of color if they don't have experience doing it. It's like the matching is difficult, and it doesn't help that there's not a lot of good product out there for women of color. Apparently this, like, we needed to talk about, like, now we're talking about like the racial injustices of the makeup world. See, I had never have any idea where these live streams are going to go. I thought we were going to talk about politics, but no, we're talking about the racial injustices of makeup for women of color. It's true. That's why I'm saying, like, Rihanna is doing the damn thing. She has like 479 shades of foundation. So, right. So there's Talisa. She will speak to it. And their lip glosses are bomb. And their matte lipsticks are amazing, and they don't make your lips look dry as shit, which those people in Greenleaf obviously need help with, because they've got their women looking like their lips are all cracked and it's horrible. So those are my only complaints about the show, with foundation matching and the lip situation on the women. Also, the hair could be better on the, like, they're doing a good job with the hair on the older women on the show, but the younger women, like the 14-year-olds, they could really like step it up with their hair. And I would like to see more natural hairstyles on the show as well. So if anybody knows over at Greenleaf, anyone over at Greenleaf, you can send them all of my notes. Okay. I think I'm done now. I think I'm done Calvin Witcher, I blame you. This is all your fault. He told me to watch the show. I started binge watching it, and now the interwebs are getting a commentary on how I feel about the makeup and the makeup and the hair and the hairstyles. Fenty Beauty. Listen, Linda. Go get yourself some Fenty Beauty matte lipstick. It is the best I've ever found, and I love it so much. And I'm like I'm usually an all natural beauty person. Like I really try not to put beauty products that have like harsh chemicals on my body at all. But that Fenty lipstick life, it can't be denied. It really can't. It is thebomb.com. They have this red. Oh, it's amazing. You'll know the one. Go into Sephora, get yourself some Fenty Beauty. But I also think that KKW, which is at UTLA now, has amazing matte lipsticks. Kim Kardashian and Rihanna, they got it going on in the makeup world. Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of cosmetic companies only make makeup for white women. That's just the truth. Like, they just don't make it. And then if they do, like, then they just throw in like one random shade that like doesn't actually work for any black women. So, or women of color. It's not just black women, right? It's Latina women, like Native American women, indigenous women of all kinds, really, right? The struggle is real. Somebody needs to like take this up as their platform. Oh my God. Okay. Let's talk about the things. Let's talk about the real things. We had makeup shenanigans for I don't even know how long. How long has this live stream been going on? Oh, I'm starting to feel lightheaded right now. This sickness has been no joke, though. I'm going to tell you, like, oh my gosh. And, you know, it's like, I really only ever get sick about once a year now. I'm like a really healthy person overall. I do get like energetically run down, and occasionally I'll get like a little bit of a sore throat, but that's a thing where it's like if I rest for half a day, I'm good. But sick like this, where I've been like knocked on my ass for 3 days, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What's today? Or no, was it Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, it's been 3 days. It's crazy. Not like me. Normally I can like get over it, and this one has been rough. I had to have the doctor come yesterday. Give me the IV, give me all of the medicine. So yeah, I mean, it's life in Bali too, I guess. But I never get sick here. Like, I never have stomach issues. So, but it's been stomach and pulse and heart rate and fever and yeah. So, and I had a huge week of energetic upgrades, obviously, the week before last. And so, you know, that's a thing too. And I definitely feel like, you know, my intention in the retreat, the Reascension retreat, was to, hold on, I'm just sharing this to my business page. My intention in the Reascension retreat was like, I felt like I had sort of like half shed this skin. I had like half stepped into the new version of me. And so my intention was to shed the second half of my skin. I think I called it my tail, my snake skin, like shed that last bit and like fully step into the new version of me. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely getting what I wanted. Like, it's fully, like, I'm fully purging and cleansing whatever was left that was the old version of me. I'm like fully stepped into the new version of me. So one of the things, so I, you know, as I've been laying here in bed, I've been thinking about so many things. Like, I've just had a lot of time to think. I've had a lot of time to like contemplate. I've had a lot of time to, you know, be angered and frustrated by the injustices that are happening in the world, for sure. To think about how I can make a difference, to think about, you know, how I want the Leah Steele brand to be showing up in the world, making a difference in 2020. And so there's like some really exciting things coming. I have reached out to a very dear friend of mine, Jason Cisneros, and I'm going to be working with him to find a charity partner for the Leah Steele brand in 2020. And I'm going to be using my platform to help raise money for a cause that we decide we want to get behind and support. And it will most likely be an organization that is helping rescue children from sex trafficking. And I'm actually going to be partnering with my high-end mastermind for the month of December and possibly January to, as a whole group of next level amazing women, the women in there are just amazing. We're actually going to be coming together to do a really big donation to whatever this charity is that we decide that we're going to work with. And so all of us are going to pool a percentage of our income for December and January. And yeah, really start to like actually make a difference. Sorry, my voice is still like all crazy too. You know, one of the things that I've been thinking really hard about since the retreat really is that, you know, I feel like so many people in the online space, and me included, I've been guilty of this, are hiding or have hid behind half-assed programs that really aren't making a difference. It's like putting programs out because, you know, we've been asked to, or it's what we think our audience wants, or it's what we think will sell, or it's something that's easy for us and we know we'll make money doing it. And I'm like, this really is a call from me to everybody that's working with me, but everyone that's working with me one-on-one certainly, and everyone that's working with me in the group dynamic for sure. But in addition to that, everyone in my community, it's like, if we all just stepped up and said, we're no longer putting out programs that don't make a difference or that don't matter, like anything that is bullshit or fluff or, you know, half-ass, like if we just stopped doing that and we only put out programs that we knew were going to create radical change and like have a tangible result, what a different world this would be. And what a different world and what a different space the online space would be if we did that. If we all just fully stepped into like, no, I'm not fucking putting anything out unless it's radically transformative and there's going to be tangible results for the clients. And I know a lot of people are afraid of that because the thing that they should be doing or the program that they should be putting out, they're afraid that no one will buy it. They're afraid that, because the truth is that if you're not having that fear, it's probably not the right program. Like if you're not having the fear of like, oh my God, who's gonna buy this? Like it's so radical, it's so transformative, it's so crazy, who's gonna buy this? It's probably not the right program. And those are the exact programs that we need to be putting out into the world. I'm gonna like totally lose my voice on this live stream. You know, when I first launched my Ouroboros program, you know, people were excited about wealth repatterning, but as the program has gone on and as we have, you know, even in that first round, I really began to dive into more than just emotional clearing, because for me, the thing that I'm passionate about is deconstructing the programming. And, you know, I want to annihilate slavery consciousness on this planet. And that requires that people start to get really fucking honest with themselves about what's going on in the world. And it requires that we take the blinders off, and it requires that we actually start to look at how we've been controlled and how we've been programmed our entire lives. And so as Ouroboros has progressed and as Ouroboros has gone on, I've dove deeper and deeper into that. And, you know, what we've created there now is a true quantum wealth repatterning program. And I don't even want to say quantum anymore. It's like, I think I'm going to drop that word from it, because it's, you know, it is rapid transformation, but it's really actually not about the quantum field. It's about getting to the core of what's actually happening on this planet. And for me, like when we start to talk about quantum, that takes me outside of, I mean, it includes Earth certainly, but it takes me outside of like this 3D dimension. And this dimension here is actually where, what is that? This dimension here is where the control is happening. It's where the slavery consciousness actually exists. And that's what needs to be deconstructed. Like, that's really where we need to get to. We need to get to the heart of how we began to be controlled. It's like we need to have a remembrance of that. And I was talking with a friend today about some of the things that are going on in the world. And in particular, she and I had been talking about like the beginning of the year, we're going to begin to see a lot of governmental control, because we're like, the world is in this like vice grip because of what's happening astrologically with all these planets meeting up with Pluto and Capricorn at the beginning of the year. And it's already begun. It's already begun to happen. And in fact, we have Venus meeting up with Pluto, I think on the 13th of December. But it's, you know, we're in a vice. If you're feeling claustrophobic, if you're feeling like you're being squoze right now, it's because you are. Like, planetarily, that's exactly what's happening right now. And, you know, we're going to be seeing police state-like realities happening on this planet. And it's happening right now in Samoa. And, you know, as I look, I get so angry when I look at this stuff. I get so angry, and I want to lash out, and I want to shake people, and I want to be like, oh my God, just because the government tells you that it's so doesn't mean that it is. Just because a government-run organization tells you that something is true doesn't mean it is. Just because some supposed governmental institution that's actually run by the elite families that control all of our food supply and our money tells you that something is so doesn't mean that it is. You know, I see the smartest people in my life, people that I'm like are brilliant, that buy this programming hook, line, and sinker. It's like they have these incredibly intelligent analytical minds, and they analyze everything, but when it comes to like some of this bullshit that they're being fed, it's like they're just in full acceptance of it. And I get it, because I understand how strong the spell is. I understand how hard the powers that be, the people in power, have worked at creating the cloaking spells. I know that they work. I see them working every day. And so really, like, my mission is to begin to create cracks in the programming, and create cracks in the spell and in the cloaking spell, so that the light can begin to shine through, so that people can begin to see. And I've been seeing this in my community over the last couple of months. Like, so many people are actually having the aha moments where they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize. Oh my God, it's in this too. Oh my gosh, it's part of this part of my life. Oh my gosh, it's in our educational system. It's in our financial system. It's in our food system. Like, it's in everything. The programming and control is everywhere. And so I'm super happy, you know, that that's happening. It's not happening as quickly as I would like it to. I definitely wish that there was a way I could like literally detonate a programming atomic bomb and just decimate the whole thing. But I'm doing what I can at this point. And it's why I'll continue to run my Ouroboros program, because when we can begin to see how we are being kept in slavery, financial slavery consciousness, then it's like that's the easiest place to get in. And then when we begin to deconstruct that, then we can start to see the other areas where it's happening. And so, you know, yes, Ouroboros is about money, but it's more than that. It's about it's about deconstructing beliefs around money so that people can then begin to see and then begin to deconstruct their beliefs around all kinds of different things, including the government, including the banking system, including food supply, including governmental institutions like the World Health Organization and the CDC and things like that. So this is really like where you're going to see me going in 2020. I'm going to be probably much more outspoken than I have been in the past on this stuff, because I've really focused this year on developing Ouroboros and creating a really strong foundation in that program. And that will be my platform going forward, because it's one, creating tangible results, and it is affecting radical change. It is the program, like it is the most impactful program that I've ever run. And so I'll be running 3 more versions of it in 2020. The first one is in January, starting January 22nd of 2020. We'll be doing Ouroboros retreats next year, and I'm doing a facilitator training program because I want to begin teaching people to take people through this work themselves, both on a one-on-one basis and in a group, and in the group dynamic. So that's definitely happening. You know, the other thing that was happening is as I was scrolling Facebook over the last few days, I was just like, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. And I just, you know, I see people getting so caught up and so hung up on these issues. You know, the Donald Trump impeachment, for one, where I'm just like, what a colossal waste of time. Like, what a colossal waste of time. I wonder what it's going to take for us as human beings to realize that the power sits inside of us, that we actually have the power to transform our lives. You know, and I was actually saying to the same friend this morning that I think that, you know, it may require Nazi-like police states for us to recognize and realize that we actually do have the control. So a revolution may be required, which means in order to have a revolution, in order to have a true revolution, for humanity to have a true revolution, like it has to be constricted to the point of like the pressure cooker exploding, right? And it's unfortunate that that's the case. It's unfortunate that we don't just choose power. We don't just choose to begin to change things. It's interesting because, you know, as I started reevaluating all the programs that were already slotted and on the calendar for the end of the year and next year, you know, I had to ask myself, because I'm running this program called Launch With Me, and I had to ask myself, like, is this program in alignment with what you're saying? Is this program Launch With Me in alignment with creating? Does it matter? Does it matter? And I was like, fuck, yes, it matters. Because people one of the things that the programming does to us, and one of the things that financial slavery consciousness does to us, is it keeps us in this limited scope of earning potential. It keeps us in this place where we believe that we can only make a certain amount of money. And it's even with people that are making heaps more money than others, you know. I mean, like, I'm really blessed to be working with a group of really amazing women in my high level mastermind that are, you know, they really are. And whether they know this or not, it's funny because a couple of them just hopped on, but whether they know this or not, and I don't think that they do realize or recognize it, they're in the top percentage of people in the online space, because I know what they're earning. And even though to them those numbers seem small, the majority of people in the online space are still striving and trying desperately to reach the 5 or 10K mark a month. And that's just the truth. So if you're anywhere over the 10K mark, good for you. And is it ultimately all about money? No. But here's the thing. We are programmed to stay in our class. There are class systems that exist, class and caste systems that exist all over this planet, and we are programmed from the time we take our first breath on this planet to stay within our class. They don't want us getting outside, because the more we rise, the less power they have, the less money they have, the less control they have. And so a few moving out of their class systems it kicked you off. As few are moving out of their class systems, and that's okay. But when the masses start to move out of their class systems, it's not okay, right? So even within the online space, like, you know, we have imposter syndrome, we have the fear and doubt monster showing up, we have all of this program getting kicked off in us that keeps us playing small, that keeps us from achieving, because that's what keeps us in control. And so, you know, when I decided to do this program launch with me, I decided to do it because I was like, oh, I need to show people that 6-figure launches are possible simply because you desire them. I need to show people that you don't have to have huge systems, structures, funnels in place in order to achieve the financial results you want to achieve. It's about getting aligned with a program that matters and a program that's going to create radical transformation, and adjusting your mindset work to be in a place where you're able to manifest the desired outcome, and then getting everything in line, all your structures and your systems. And I'm like, does this program launch with me matter? And I was like, yes, it matters. It matters because it is the thing that's going to enable so many of you that have been struggling with putting your programs out and getting people to buy your programs. It's the thing that's going to be the thing that clicks in you, that makes you realize that you have unlimited earning potential. And when we realize that we have unlimited earning potential, and we really begin to tap into that, and we choose in on the fact that we have unlimited earning potential, we truly are able to make a difference in the world, because then we are breaking free of financial slavery consciousness. Then we can do the good in the world that we decide that we want to do. And then we are fully financially supported in sharing our gifts and our messages and making a difference. And so I'm like, fuck yes, this program launch with me is fully in alignment. It matters. It matters. It's important. I don't want to see, this is what I see across the board. And this doesn't apply to women that are in my high-end mastermind and they just keep popping on the live stream as we're talking, which is funny, I think. But this doesn't apply to the women in my high-end mastermind, because they are earning and they are making a huge difference in the world. But what I see across the board is I see people putting out these fucking cookie cutter programs. I mean, there's an epidemic of bullshit happening in the online space right now. Let's just be fucking honest about that. Like, there are a bunch of fucking cookie cutter people putting out vague ass programs that are promising you X, Y, and Z, and you're getting caught up in this perpetual buying hamster wheel of thinking the next program's actually going to help me, the next program's going to help me, the next program's going to help me, and you continue to just buy these fucking programs that are doing nothing for you. And so what I'm seeing, and then I see these coaches, the ones that are leading the pack in many of the different niches and in many of the different fields of online coaching, that are literally putting out pre-recorded cookie cutter programs, and they're making the most money, right? Or they're funneling you through programs where it's basically the same fucking program with a different name, and you continue to buy it, and you continue to buy it, and you continue to buy it, and you've spent tens of thousands of dollars, and you're still not making tens of thousands of dollars a month, right? And the real tragedy is that those people that I feel are not in integrity, right? And maybe they're in integrity with themselves, but they're not actually, I don't believe those people are actually sharing their divine mission work. I don't believe they're actually doing their divine purpose work on the planet, but they're making a fuck ton of money doing it because they've figured out a way to keep people in, like, it feels like a cycle of abuse, but they've figured out a way to keep people in a cycle of pay, repeat, pay, repeat, pay, repeat, pay, repeat. And then I see people that are out there that are here to be leaders, that are here to be the frontline change makers, that are here to like share the work that is actually going to transform the world, and they're struggling. They're struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to make it work, and they're still showing up every day, and they're frustrated, and they want to give up because they can't seem to like get to that point where they're wildly financially supported for doing their purpose work. And then they're seeing these people who are out there just fucking throwing a bunch of bullshit at the wall, making money, and then they get more frustrated because they're like, well, I'm here to make a difference. Like, why can't I reach the elusive 20K month or 50K month? And again, like the 20K month or 50K month, it doesn't actually matter, but it's about being fully financially supported in your work and not worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, not worrying about how you're going to feed your kids, not worrying about how you're going to keep your lights on. Like, to me, this is where I really want to see the shift. I want the people that are here to heal the beings and animals and land on this planet to be wildly financially supported and successful doing it. And there is a way to shift that, but you don't shift that by going and finding some cookie cutter fucking program that's going to teach you how to launch your next 6-figure course, right? Like, that's not how it works. And that's not what Launch With Me is going to be about. Launch With Me is going to be about you fucking figuring out what your offer is, what your purpose work is, what your divine mission is, what your perfect offering is that's actually going to make a difference. And then showing you, taking you through my whole entire process of how I launch Ouroboros. And it has more to do with mindset and more to do with getting in personal alignment than it does systems and structures, but I'm going to share the systems and structures with you as well. But the purpose of this program, Launch With Me, isn't to like create a bunch of carbon copies of me out there launching programs. It's to help you really tap into and get in touch with how can you make money sharing your purpose work. Because it's not one size fits all. It's fucking not. It never will be. There is no, and it's why my program Ouroboros will always include one-on-one clears, and it will always include clearing for that particular container, because there is no one size fits all when it comes to deconstructing money shit. There is no one size fits all when it comes to breaking the shackles of financial slavery consciousness. Like, there just isn't. And there is no one size fits all to teach you how to launch your fucking purpose work. So it's got to be about deep introspection. It's got to be about you showing up ready and willing to push yourself and challenge your beliefs so that you can actually create an offer that fucking matters, that's going to make a difference, and not just put something out because you think it's what your audience wants, or you think it's what's going to make money, or, you know, it's sort of on purpose and on mission. That's probably my biggest pet peeve right now, is I see so many people putting out offers that are like, it's a fourth of their divine mission work, but they're scared to like go all in on their divine mission work. So they're just putting a little bit in there, and then the rest of the program's fucking bullshit. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, stop it. You're robbing people. Like, literally, if you're not fucking if your program is not 100% fucking fully on purpose, and it is not 100% your divine mission work, and you're half-assing in any way, you're fucking stealing from people. Period. Like, if you're out there fucking selling a goddamn fluffy self-love course when what you're meant to be doing is fucking ripping the artistry out of people and helping people learn how to fucking bare their soul, you're stealing from people. Period. It is what it is. And guess what? We've all been guilty of it. I fucking have been guilty of it. I have done this shit. I have done it where I've been like, I've thought it's what my audience wanted. I've thought it's what I was meant to be doing in the world. I've been scared to say the things that I've needed to say. I've been scared to be like, hey, my fucking mission on this planet is to deconstruct financial slavery consciousness, to free as many people as possible from financial slavery by any means necessary. Like, I was afraid to say that. And, you know, Ouroboros has been the most real fucking program I've ever done in my life, because I haven't been afraid inside that program to just do what it takes to get people to that place, and to get people to that into the place of discovery. And it's why I will continue to launch that program next year, and we will continue to build on that platform, and we will continue to like share it with as many people as possible, because the work is fucking life-changing. And that's what I want for all of you. What I want for all of you is to embrace your divine mission and go out and unabashedly share that with the world. And then through unabashedly sharing that with the world, be wildly fucking financially supported in doing it. Those things do not have to be mutually exclusive. You get to be wildly financially compensated for sharing your divine mission work. The universe, source, God, whatever you call it, will step up and fucking support you when you go all in. But this one toe in bullshit isn't working anymore. And it's time that we start to take responsibility for that. And if we're going to be out there leading people and taking responsibility for taking people through programs, and we're going to be positioning ourselves as leaders and experts, and we're going to be taking people's money to help them, then we need to be fucking showing up. And we need to be fucking fully all in on our authenticity. And we need to be truthful with ourselves about what's real and what's bullshit. And if we're putting out some kind of fucking bullshit fluff ass program because we need to make some money, then we're stealing from people. Period. If it's not our fucking mission work, we should not be putting it out to the world. And that's my fucking call to everyone in this space. Like, if it's not your divine mission work, stop fucking putting out offers about it. If it's only half of the message that you're meant to be sharing, don't put it out until you can fully fucking back yourself 100% in creating a program that's 100% of your divine mission and your message. It's the same thing as people getting wrapped up in these debates on Facebook on fucking the impeachment or whatever it is, right? Like, these online debates, you expending your energy to comment on Facebook posts about shit that actually doesn't fucking matter, when you could be going out diving in deep on your purpose work, sharing your fucking work with the world and actually making a difference, like, I'm not here for it anymore. Like, I'm so tired of seeing people acting like they're making a difference by commenting on fucking Facebook posts. You're not. You're not. Go out and actually make a difference in the world. And the biggest way that you can do that is by getting fucking crystal clear on what your divine mission is, what your purpose work is, and going out and fucking sharing that with the world. Period. That's it. And, you know, yes, like, it's easy to get wrapped up and frustrated and want to get involved in the injustices that are happening in the world. There are so many of them. And the thing that I think is really fucking sad is that we're focusing on shit like impeaching Donald Trump when in every town USA, children are being stolen for sex trafficking and the sex trade and lots of other atrocities that I'm not going to talk about on this live stream. So I really am fucking not here for hearing about this like political bullshit or this stuff that doesn't really fucking matter when people aren't willing to look at the shit, like the actual atrocities, the genocide that's happening across the world, the fucking eradication of entire populations that is happening and has continued to happen forever, since forever. Answer your call. Answer your call. Answer your calling. Go do your fucking divine mission work on this planet. Maybe your divine mission work is to change the political structure and system. And if so, then good, go do that. But the majority of you fuckers that are out there bitching about Donald Trump and talking about the impeachment, and that's not your fucking mission work. That's not your purpose. That's not why you're here on this planet, right? And every second that you spend debating that bullshit online is a second that you're not doing your purpose work. And every second that you're not doing your purpose work, you're literally harming the beings of this planet. So every second that you're fucking wasting on the Trump impeachment, debating that, you're literally hurting people because you're not fucking doing the work that you're meant to do in the world. So I just am like... And I'm sure there was all tons of hypocrisy in what I just said too, right? Because there always is. Like me sitting here yelling at you about you not doing your purpose work is exactly what I'm saying about fucking people online bitching about Donald Trump. But it's the message that wants to come through right now, right? And I just think we are such remarkable beings and we have an ability to create a heaven on earth experience, and we're wasting it. We're fucking wasting it. We're literally choosing to live a hell on earth existence instead of choosing a heaven on earth existence. And we actively choose into that hell on earth existence multiple times a day through our actions, through our denying of our mission work, through our denying of our purpose work, through our ignorance of what's going on around us, through our ignoring of things that we are seeing that make us uncomfortable. So, you know, these choices, we make these choices over and over and over that create this prison that we're living in, instead of choosing each moment of every day to create our heaven on earth reality, which is us leaning into purpose and into love and loving each other and taking care of each other and taking care of the planet and inspiring each other and being real and authentic in the work that we're meant to put out into the world. You know, and I understand scarcity and I understand lack and I understand like, oh my God, I need to make money to pay my bills, so I've got to put this offer out. I've been there, and I didn't get out of there from continuing to operate in that mindset. I got out of that place by surrendering to the divine and being like, okay, I will do what you say, whether I want to or not. And leaning all in on my purpose work and sharing my purpose work each day, every day. So yeah, I've been ranting for a long time and I'm starting to lose my voice. So I'm not going to talk about immortality today. Maybe I'll come back and talk about that tomorrow. But it is about stepping up our humanity. I really believe that. It's about stepping up our humanity. And considering when we're deciding to put our offers out into the world, considering the people that are going to be buying them, and really asking ourselves, does this program fucking matter? Does this thing that I'm doing matter? Is it going to create radical transformation in somebody's life? Is it, in the big scheme of things, does it matter? Is it going to shift things enough that it matters? Is it 100% the divine mission work that I'm meant to be doing in the world? Am I afraid and am I holding back in any way? And if just be fucking responsible and ask yourself those questions. And if you're not fucking scared putting the offer out, it's not the right offer. You know, I'm terrified to do this program launch with me. I'm literally doing something I've never done before, which is I'm opening up. I'm literally going to tell you every single thing I do. I'm going to show you every single thing I do. And this was really challenging for me because, you know, as many of you know, I've been dealing with this copyright infringement and intellectual property infringement thing that's been happening over the last month. And so then to get a message from the divine that I'm literally meant to like open up every single thing I do when I launch my programs, like literally you're going to see everything. I'm going to show you how the email people are doing what they're doing. The Facebook ads people are doing what they're doing. Like I'm showing it all in this program. Well, I'm probably not going to show you all of what the Facebook ads people are doing because they are contractors, but we'll be showing you a little bit of what they're doing. I mean, you'll know how, you'll know like we're running the ads, blah, blah, blah. So, my masseuse just canceled. He says he has food poisoning too. I'm telling you, the healers and the leaders getting sick right now. Nobody's commenting, so I'm wondering if I can still see comments or if you guys are just enraptured by my message today. What was I saying before he messaged me that? Oh, yeah, launch with me. I'm terrified. I'm like, oh my God, like, is this, well, first of all, I'm like, does this matter? And then I'm like, fuck yes, this matters. Yes, like this needs to go out there into the world. It's part of the reason why I'm scared. But then I'm also like, oh my God, my ego's like, oh my God, but if I show them everything, then they're just going to go do it themselves. Well, no, you're fucking not, because nobody can launch my programs, right? But I can show you how to launch your program. I can show you how to launch your divine mission work and be wildly financially successful doing it. I can show you that. I know how. I've done it multiple times. The reason why I'm going to do it during the Ouroboros launches is that, I made $50,000 on the first Ouroboros launch. I made $100,000 on the next Ouroboros launch. And this next one, who knows, right? My goal is like $250,000. So I can show you how to do it. And, whether I'm scared or not, or whether I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to share all my secrets or not, really doesn't fucking have anything to do with anything, because I've been directed by the divine that that's what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to show it to you. I'm meant to take you through it. And so I am. And my Black birthday sales are still going on. So literally this program that's going to be $1,555 you can get right now for $888 through tomorrow. The Black birthday sales actually end tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. So if Ouroboros is what you want, you can get it for $1,111 off right now, on the Black birthday sale. And there's amazing payment plans available on all this stuff too, by the way. Launch with me, $888. Gonna be $1,555. Ouroboros $2,222. Gonna be $3,333. Ouroboros now, by the way, is a 4-month program. So we've extended it by 4 weeks because we've added even more amazing content into it. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, and then on this note, the all class pass for 2020 is going to be next level, because I'm literally like at this point where I'm only putting out high end offers. So all class pass in the previous years has been, you know, generally the things are, you know, between $44 classes and $500 programs. I don't anticipate that anything I mean, I'll be doing like little one-off things still, but I don't anticipate that anything's really going to be under $500 in the all class and course pass. And it's $111 until January. Well, until this Black Birthday sale is over, because January 1st we'll launch it for $3,000. So that's $2,222. So if you want in on all the Leah Steele things of 2020, the all class pass is where it's at. So I'll give you guys a link to the lead page, but really, you know, I think my message here is that if you really want to be wildly financially supported doing your purpose work, launch with me is going to be unlike anything you've done before, anything you've seen before. And it's about you. It's about deep introspection and you actually figuring out what your offer is, as much as it is me showing you how I do the mindset piece, how I do the manifestations piece, how I do the ritual piece, how I align my everyday life during my launches to maximize calling in the right people, right? It's not just about like getting people signed up. It's about calling in the people that are actually going to benefit from the program. It's about, like, what this program is going to be about is integrity in your launching. That's really what it's going to be about, is integrity, being in integrity with your launches, so that you're calling in the right people, so that you're putting out the right program, so that the program is going to create radical transformation, so that the program does fucking matter, that it's not a bullshit fluff piece. And then being in integrity as you go through the launch process, so you're not just like, it's not a pay to play thing. You're not just fucking calling people in and signing them up when you know it's not going to help them, or you know it's not going to impact them. It's about calling in the right people. It's about calling in the people that are meant to receive the message and are meant to receive the work. And trusting that the divine is going to support you in that. If you are in full integrity, the divine will always support you. So there's going to be a lot to that piece of this program that's going to be really individualized to you. And then I am going to show you how I do the systems and structures part. But basically, you just get to be with me for a month while I go through the launch, and we're going to be live streaming and videoing our team meetings and our even one-on-one powwows that I have with the different members of my team. And I'm going to be showing you my journaling. And I mean, it really is like an all access behind the scenes pass to doing a 6-figure launch with me. And you know, if you don't go out and fucking launch a program that makes the money back for you times 10 in the next 30 days, then you weren't watching and you weren't paying attention. Like, you literally should be able to leave this program and remake this investment quickly, because if you truly do the work and you figure out what the divine offer is that you're meant to put out into the world, and then you follow the steps and you go out and do the steps, there's no way you're not going to make more than $888 or more than $1,555, even if you buy it at full price. Like, you should 10x at least. And I fully expect that, like, the women in my mastermind or the people that are working with me at high levels are going to go have 6-figure launches on the heels of this program, because it's about getting in tune with yourself, right? It's about personal integrity. And so that's what I'm calling for in the online space in 2020. Is really just more personal integrity, more integrity in the offerings that we're putting out, more integrity in the offers that we're putting out, more integrity in our messaging, more integrity in not holding back. So that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm getting no comments, so I don't know if I'm literally just not seeing them or you guys are just listening or what's happening. So, not sure on that, but I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, morning, evening. I'm super sad because my masseuse just canceled and I was really looking forward to that. So, I guess I'll just be laying in bed watching Greenleaf for the rest of the day. Anyway, hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your, I already said that, day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world as you're watching this live stream or you're watching the replay. Oh yes, Casey, I can see that. Oh, Sydney people. I'm going to be in Sydney in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today is my VIP day. There are 4 spots available if you want to come join me. Your face in my face, activating purpose and prosperity in an all-day event with me. It's so fun. They're amazing events, but I will be in Sydney. So if you want to, if you're in Sydney and you want to join me for that, you want the details, get with me. Payment plans available. That's it. I guess that's all I have. Love you all. Have a great day. And if you have questions about any of the Black Birthday sales, let me know. That's it. Bye.